welcome back to my channel. In this project I'm using a regular storage box with a lid. Here I'm getting a measurement of its height. It's like a double fold of its height plus 3 to 4 inch. Then again we need to get the measurement of its 4 sides. Plus I'm adding a 1 or 2 inch extra for the allowance. This is the fabric I'm using. It is velvet velour in pink color. It is 4-way stretchy material. Then I cut the fabric according to the measurement we had taken before. Then I'm drilling the hole at the bottom side part after marking the points. Give a proper support while drilling the hole. If you are not 100% sure, just use the burning method and pierce the holes. Then I start gluing the fabric into the bottom part of the box. To get a nice and clean finishing look, fold the seam inwards and glue it like I'm showing here. Then I'm cutting out small lean strips of foam. If you have one, you can use a long piece of foam. I'm using like this because it is a leftover of cut pieces from my last projects. Then I'm gluing it into the center part of the sides. I wasn't sure about which glue goes well with the foam, so I decided to use hot glue because it makes the project quicker. And if any of you know which glue goes well with the foam and plastic, let me know in the comment section. Then I cut a foam which is of the same height and the total length of the box. Then I place it on top of the first layer of foam and cover it with the fabric. Then we can start gluing it in the inner side of the box. If you are using the same kind of fabric material, you can stretch and hold it until the glue sets with both surfaces. Here is how I treat the unfinished edge. I fold the seam inwards and glue it in the inner side. We need to play a while to get a nice and clean look in there. In this project I spent majority of my time in gluing and holding the fabric in place. But hot glue is the best, and I don't think there is any other kind of glue which is better than that. The product I'm using is my own choice, and you can plan and get the things according to your budget plan. Here you can see a gap in between the two ends of the foam meet each other. So to hide the gap I'm using hot glue and holding it in place until it dries. So that's the end of one part, and we can move on to the next section. Here is where we use the holes we drilled previously. Here I'm using a thread which is really strong. It's a mixture of nylon and silk. Same color like the fabric material. Here I'm going to pull the thread really tight and tying it. Like it makes a very specific design which you already know from the thumbnail. Secure the thread by tying it tight a couple of times or more. Then we can cut the rest of the thread and we can hide it by pulling it inwards. Sometimes you may find you can get the thread into super tight. That time you can ask someone's help to hold it in place while you are tying it. But if you are doing it on your own like me, you can use a trick like use a small piece of stick or a skewer and tuck it into the thread, then twist it until the thread get tight. So I used this trick because I found it was super hard to tie it and to get the result I wanted. So you may be wondering how I'm hiding it. You can see that in the other part of the video, so don't forget to watch the rest of it. Here I'm using small cardboard pieces and covering it with the lining material. It has the same size like the length and width of the box, inner side of the box. And I'm making a large sized piece to cover the bottom part completely. I skip gluing the base part and used glue only on the 4 pieces which is coming on the sides. Even though it is just a decorative storage box, I'm going to make it more strong by attaching a piece of hardboard into the lid. Cutting off the sharp ends to get a curvy look like the lid already has, and using hot glue to secure it well. Then I'm cutting out a form with 1 inch allowance on 4 sides and using some fiber foam at the center part. Placing the fiber, the foam, then the fabric on top of one another, then we can flip it over and secure it. Finish it with a cardboard covered with the lining material of the same color. Then again I'm using a hardboard piece at the exterior bottom part. The glue I'm using is Gorilla Wood glue. Then I'm using some more hot glue. I'm using an extra piece like this because it will help to distribute the pressure if someone like my kid or anyone else sit on it, just in case. Then I'm using small furniture legs like this. I bought it on eBay and spray painted it into silver color. We need to follow the instructions of the glue and let it dry. I placed some weight on top of it until it dry completely, and here it is. It's pretty strong, and that's it. That's all for today's video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up and comment below, and see you next time. Bye bye.